Adopted children? What was it like meeting your birth parents? Growing up, I always knew I was adopted. My parents never made it feel like some big secret they had to break to me one day. It was just this casual fact woven into bedtime stories and photo albums with me wrapped up in their arms since day one. They'd laugh about how I had my dad's sense of humor but my mom's stubborn streak, even though we didn't share a single strand of DNA. My childhood was packed with Saturday morning pancakes, school recitals where I'd scan the crowd and always find them beaming from the front row. On my 18th birthday, they sat me down at the kitchen table, my mom's fingers whirring the edge of a folded envelope like it might unravel in her hands. They exchanged glances, a language of nods and gentle smiles they'd perfected over years of raising me. "This came for you when you were born," Dad said. "Your birth mom left it with the agency. Said you could reach out if you wanted." The letter inside was handwritten, the ink a little smudged, like maybe she'd cried while writing it. She told me she hoped I was happy and safe, that she would love to meet me one day if I wanted. Her words were careful and shaky, like someone threading beads onto a frayed string. The letter lived on my nightstand for weeks, the edges curling from all the times I unfolded and refolded it. My parents tried to act casual, like they weren't holding their breath every time I picked it up. When I finally reached out, my birth mom responded almost immediately, her messages tinged with this nervous excitement I couldn't help but match. We set a date to meet at a coffee shop a few towns over. I barely slept the night before, my mind a tornado of questions and half-formed answers. When I walked into the cafe, I spotted her right away. She was sitting by the window, her fingers tracing circles on her coffee cup like she'd been doing it for hours. And when she looked up, her eyes locked onto mine with this stunned recognition that made my heart stumble. It was like looking into an older, rougher version of myself. Same eyes, same sharp chin, same way her eyebrows pulled together when she was trying to hide nerves, but her smile was something else, bright and trembling, like she couldn't believe I was real. We talked for hours, her voice softer than I expected, her laugh cracking like she hadn't used it much. She kept apologizing for rambling, but I didn't mind. I wanted to know everything, why she gave me up, where she'd been all these years, if she ever regretted it. Eventually, the words spilled out of me, blunt and heavy. "Why did you give me up?" She started to tear up and said, "I was 17, living in this hellhole of a trailer with parents who couldn't stand each other unless they were both too drunk to feel anything. They'd scream till their voices cracked, hit till knuckles bruised. And the guy who got me pregnant, he bolted the second I told him, just packed his stuff and left." She rubbed her palms against her jeans, eyes dropping to the table. "I didn't want that life for you. I couldn't bring a baby into a place where love was an accident and pain was the only thing guaranteed. So I made the hardest choice I could, hoping it'd give you a real shot at something better." Her fingers trembled when she reached for her coffee, eyes glassy but steady. "I spent years trying to claw my way out of that place. Got my GED, saved every scrap of money I could, went to college. I built something I could be proud of, because I knew one day you might come looking, and I didn't want you to find me stuck in the same nightmare I tried to save you from." We both sat there in silence, the hum of the cafe filling the space between us. I think that was when I really started to understand her. Not just the idea of her, but her. We've kept in touch since then. She texts me to ask how school's going, sends me photos of her garden like it's the most precious thing she's ever grown. We meet up sometimes just for lunch or coffee. My parents are cool with it. Actually, more than cool. They always ask how she's doing, if I'm happy with how things are.